Hey, what's up y'all? This is Josh with City Escapes, where we show you that you don't have to travel far to get away from the grind of the city. I'm really excited because today we're going out to my favorite spot at Lake Grapevine. And no, I won't tell you where it's at. Anyway, we're going to catch some bluegill and then use those for bait and see if we can't catch a monster catfish. I hope you'll join us.
Well, we're off to a great start. This is the first time I've ever seen white-tailed deer out here on Lake Grapevine. It was really exciting to see some deer on our way to the water.
And it's a beautiful spring day out on the lake. And we are out here with the Spider-Man rod because it's been doing so good here recently. Gonna try to catch some bluegill for bait and then see if we can't catch some catfish or gar. And they're out here. They're everywhere. I've gotten quite a few nibbles, but no hookups yet. I mean, he's right there. I can't really zoom this GoPro. So, oh, there he is, there he is, there he is. Yeah, he keeps chasing it, but he's not going after it.
At first, the sunfish were just chasing the flies, but eventually I finally started getting a hold of some bait for the evening.
GoPro, start recording. There we go. Oh, the GoPro's still recording. Cool. There we go. This is the first bluegill of the year out here on beautiful Lake Grapevine. Caught on a size 14 black fly with a gold bead on the little easy to use Shakespeare Spider-Man rod for kids. All right, let's get him in the bucket and he'll be bait later. All right. Lots of bites, but only one bluegill landed. I don't know if my bobber is too close to the fly, or maybe this is a little big, although based on the size of that last bluegill, I wouldn't think that's the case. Or maybe the water's too clear, or they're just smart. But as much as I'd love to hang out and catch some bait, look at all this. Look at all the, oh. There's a bite right there. Oh, there we go. Wait. Yes. All right. Cool. All right. Never mind. I might do this for a little bit longer, try to get some more bait. That actually worked. All right. Oh, no, he's still there. Maybe. Right. Maybe the sun just needed to go down. I don't know. Okay, get some. I was just complaining a moment ago and got a sunfish, and that was a big hit there. So before I convert over to rooster tails, I'm going to try these flies a little bit longer. Well, the camera didn't start when I found this guy. That's a pretty good sized bluegill right there. Look at that. Now I'm happy. Now I'm happy. He fought pretty hard. It would have been nice if this little rod had drag, but still, it pulled him in. It got him. All right, let's get him over to the bucket. Nice. There we go. Another beautiful little sunfish for bait. Looks like that's a bluegill. Might be some sort of a hybrid. He looks kind of light down there. All right. I got my 3. Not that that's a limit or anything. Just, that's all I want before I start going to get some bigger fish. Well, my camera was off, so I wasn't able to get this fella. There he is. Look at this guy. Another big, beautiful bluegill. I'm hoping for some white bass or crappie, and I've moved to this 1/16 ounce rooster tail, but still nothing like that yet. But more bait. All right. But it's a beautiful day out here on Lake Grapevine. This is one of my favorite places to fish. And I'm not telling y'all where it is because it's one of my favorite places to fish, but I'll tell you about other things.
When the sun set, I pulled out my big game rod hoping to get some catfish. The following video is pretty dark, but bear with me and check this out.
There's a fish there. Oh, mother. Look at that. That was a gar. He had it and turned loose at it at the last minute.
I threw another line in the water and walked around the lake, and sure enough, I saw a small longnose gar swimming around. I'm pretty sure that's what just had a hold of my line. These gar are notorious for grabbing a hold of bait and letting it go if they can't swallow it. They're also notorious for cutting your line. I got a hold of another large fish, only to get my line cleanly cut. These longnose gar are very difficult to catch.
I had a big fish on the king cat rod here. I'm pretty sure it was a longnose gar. The line, this is 20-pound test, which should easily pull in most of the fish that you'll find in Lake Grapevine. It was cut clean right in between the hook and the swivel. It wasn't frayed, so I don't think it was a knot issue. If it had been a catfish, I think we would have had a different result. I think gar, most likely longnose gar, are getting my stuff again. I recently went to a Bass Pro Shops in Grapevine to show y'all what a longnose gar looks like so we can kind of see what we're dealing with.
We are at the Bass Pro Shops in Grapevine, Texas, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is a longnose gar. Notice the very, very long nose, and I think that's a spotted gar there in the middle. And there should be an alligator in here somewhere, but I'm not seeing him right now. Anyway, look at how long that guy's snout is. That's what's been snipping my line and stealing bait out at Lake Grapevine. So we got to find a way to catch those guys.
I'm not sure what it is that got a hold of my line, but whatever it is, we're going to go out there and give it another try. The fish won this one, but still had a great time. Caught a lot of bluegill and some other sunfish, enjoyed a beautiful sunset on the lake, and I'll be getting out there again soon to hopefully catch a catfish or one of these pesky gar that keeps eating my line up. Thank you all so much for watching City Escapes. I hope that you got something out of this. We'll see y'all next time around.